This video kicks off a full series called Conquering Prop Firms in 2026. Not hype, no shortcuts, and this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a complete survival series to conquering prop firms. The reason why I'm creating this video series is because I've been trading prop firms every single day for the last 3 years, and before I learned how to hold accounts and actually grow them, I have failed over 150 prop firm accounts. I'm not proud of it, but that's the reality, and I'm hoping that these videos can help you not do something like that. And if you're brand new or you've been stuck failing evaluations over and over, or even failing funded accounts, this series is designed to stop you from repeating the same mistakes I've done over the last 3 years. Prop firms are not harder in 2026, they're just exposing traders faster. And if you think passing a prop firm eval means you've made it and posting a certificate means you're good to go and now it's time for payouts, this video might be a little uncomfortable, but I'm hoping it'll save you a lot of money, time, and effort, because prop firms are not a shortcut, they're a filter. And most traders don't fail because of strategy, they fail due to a lack of patience. In this video, you're going to receive 4 important tools that are mandatory for conquering prop firms, and I'm going to give you one homework assignment to do to help you be prepared for our episode 2, which is going to kind of break down how to set up your evals and your funded accounts. So welcome to your first step in conquering prop firms this year. Throughout this series, I'm going to give you the complete setup, from which prop firm to use, tools to pair with your accounts, how to pass evals in one trade, complete scaling methods for your prop firms that are funded, and how to lock in payouts, and so much more. Subscribe now and turn on the bell to lock in for 2026 and beat prop firms at their own game. So what are prop firms actually? Let's start with the truth. Top Step at the end of every year reveals their statistics of all their day traders and performance, and it shows shocking truths about the average day trader who tries to actually conquer prop firms. Out of 100,000 traders in 2025, only 51.8% or 51,800 traders were able to even get past the evaluation stage. Now, out of those traders, only 17.25% or 17,250 traders were able to ever get at least one payout. Now, an even shocking stat is only 0.38% or 368 traders were transitioned to a live account. That means less than 1% of traders who attempt to scale prop firms are actually profitable enough to make money on the opportunity. Prop firms are not income opportunities. They're risk management businesses, and you are the CEO. Their entire model is built around one thing: filtering out traders. They don't want to find the most talented trader. They want to find the most disciplined traders out there. They don't care if you can catch a 50-point move, a 100-point move. They care if you cannot self-destruct on a random Tuesday. And don't get it confused, they want you to blow up on that random Tuesday because that's how they make money. If you're an undisciplined trader who overtrades and is emotional, you're a cash cow for them. My goal is for you to become one of those 1%ers who's actually able to be profitable out of this entire situation. Most traders get overconfident after passing a challenge, but in reality, that doesn't mean you're consistent. It means you survived a very short window without breaking rules, or most likely, and most traders I see, you just got lucky on a good setup. And most traders confuse that with skill. That misunderstanding is why you can't beat prop firms at the game they've created. Now here's why 2026 is gonna be different. Prop firms are smarter now, and they're also more generous to successful traders. They have more data, better trader behavior tracking, tighter drawdown models, and also way bigger payouts. And if you're not paying attention, there's a lot of rules that make or break the trader. The environment is less forgiving, not because they're out to get you, but because undisciplined traders are cash flowing opportunities for prop firms. In 2026, over trading and emotional trading gets punished way faster. Revenge trading ends accounts almost immediately. Inconsistent sizing gets exposed very quickly and might cause you to not even receive a payout. Rule following allows you to survive, and discipline gets you paid out in prop firms. This series isn't about market difficulty. It's about behavioral pressure and helping you perform under the rules and guidelines these prop firms have set for you. And most traders haven't adapted to the rules prop firms have created or are unwilling to even read them. So who are prop firms actually for? I want to be very clear here. Prop firms are not for everyone. Though their marketing makes you want to feel that way, they're not for impulsive traders, people who need action every single day, traders chasing dopamine, or traders who just trade because they're bored, or anyone who thinks trading should feel exciting. Who prop firms are actually for is for the boring trader, people who can sit on their hands during their trading session, people who trade less than they want to. They're for the trader who understands that survival comes before payouts. And if you're brand new to prop firms, this series will give you complete clarity. And if you've been around the block, I'm gonna help you make sure you're not making more stupid mistakes. If you've been failing accounts, this series will probably call you out, but give you the necessary tools to pull you into success. Both are very necessary. If you want to actually survive prop firms in 2026 and not just pass a challenge, there are 4 tools you need to be success. These aren't indicators, not secret strategies, just infrastructure that helps you go further in this journey with as little headache as possible. Is that you only need one prop firm: consistency before variety. The first tool is simple: commit to a single prop firm. If you're brand new or you've been failing accounts over and over again, the biggest mistake I see traders make is jumping between firms like Alpha Futures or Top Step or Apex and thinking they need to have one in every single firm. The problem is you're gonna have different rules, different drawdown models, different psychology with each trading prop firm. You never actually learn how to play one game properly, and it also stretches your finances thin because now you're buying all these different accounts and all these different prop firms. So if you fail, you're failing a bunch of different prop firms at one time instead of just sticking to one prop firm and one account at a time. That's why throughout this series, I'm going to reference Apex Trader Funding, not because it's magic, but because consistency matters more than variety. And I'm going to keep it very simple, and we're only sticking to that one prop firm throughout the entire series. Now, you can pick a different prop firm if that's what you would like to do, but if you want to follow this series with as little friction as possible, I'd recommend just going to Apex and using their accounts so it's easier to follow along with this series and what I'm going to teach you. Now, here's why I actually chose Apex, just so it's clear and you understand the value behind this prop firm. Here's why Apex makes sense as a learning and scaling environment that's best for beginners and to even the most advanced traders. First, it's one of the cheapest all-in costs per account in the entire industry. You can get a funded account for less than $100. You also have the ability to trade up to 20 accounts, which is a massive scaling opportunity for your future in prop firms. Also, one thing I really love is that the first $25,000 of your profit per account is 100% yours. Evaluations can also technically be passed in one trading day in one single trade, though that might not be best suited for your type of trading. And the nice thing, the rules are very consistent and they stay the same as you scale, and there's big scaling opportunities with Apex. That makes it easier to follow this series and actually apply what I'm teaching step by step. And if you're gonna use Apex, use my code Maniac, and that'll save you up to 90% off your evaluations and funded accounts. Make sure to subscribe because our next video will break down and give you the complete guide to which Apex accounts to purchase, how to set up those accounts, which broker to pick, and how to pass the evaluation phase with little to no effort. The second tool you need is a trade copier. And this one is a non-negotiable if you're trading multiple prop firm accounts at one time. If you have multiple accounts, you never want to be doing manual execution on each account at different times. It's a huge headache and extremely difficult, especially if you're a beginner trader. And this leads to missed entries, slightly different stop losses or entries and take profits. It's inconsistent sizing and emotional decision making. You do not want this in your trading environment. You want to make it as easy and seamless as possible with zero headache. And this is how accounts are blown really easily if you don't use one of these. Here's why a trade copier matters. A trade copier lets you place one trade and mirror it across all accounts. So you get the same entry, the same stop loss, the same management, the same take profits. It's all the same, and it does it without you even thinking. You just got to click one button. This doesn't make you profitable. It just makes you more consistent when you're executing on your trades. I've used both TradeSyncer and TradeCopia. They are both extremely reliable and very easy to set up. If you want to use them, my code Maniac will also get you 10% off TradeSyncer and 30% off TradeCopia. And TradeCopia is actually cheaper all in than TradeSyncer. So if you're balling on a budget and you want the cheaper option, go with TradeCopia. It's much cheaper than TradeSyncer. If you're trading with one account and you're only starting with one, this isn't necessary at all, but But if you're planning on scaling those accounts or you're starting off with multiple, this is a must-have in your arsenal of tools. You should not be missing out on a trade copier and trying to do it any other way. This just removes a major execution weakness. Now let's get into the third and probably the most important tool out of all of our arsenal, and that's a trade journal. This is where most traders lie to themselves and say they don't need to do that, or they don't want to put in the little tedious work that's so necessary to be successful as a trader. If you do not journal your trades and your sessions, and every single time you get to the charts, you're guessing why you're failing, and you're also guessing at times why you're even having success. And guessing is very expensive in prop firms. Here's why trade journaling is a non-negotiable if you plan on actually being profitable in the future of this market. A real trade journal shows you a couple of things: when you overtrade, when you break your rules, which setups are actually working for you, and which emotions cost you the most on accounts. You're also going to be able to see cool data like your P&L every single day and so on and so forth, but it's a really cool tool. I use TradeZella because it makes an annoying task easy to accomplish daily. I'll be honest, I hate trade journaling. It's literally like the worst thing in the world. It's super annoying and one of those things you just have to do if you want to be actually successful. But trade journaling, I will tell you this, has been the only thing that's actually helped me really start to become profitable and consistently profitable, because I'm noticing exactly where I'm failing and exactly what I'm doing right. Now, TradeZella is a paid form of trade journaling. You can do this with like Excel or a Word doc or like Notion, and that's completely free, but you're gonna have to create the template and do a lot of manual work yourself, like entering the trades and so on and so forth. Where TradeZella, the reason why I think it's a worthwhile investment, it's a place that makes it super easy to do this task, and it auto imports your trades and all the data you need. So you just have to press sync and it literally just auto imports it, especially if you're using Tradeovate. All I have to do every day is review the day and mark my wins and my losses. If you want to use this tool, you can get 20% off with my code Maniac. This isn't mandatory though, because there are free alternatives. This is just a much easier way to do trade journaling. But trade journaling either way is a must and is non-negotiable. You have to be doing this every day. Now, the fourth and last tool is something I've personally created. It's a process. I currently have a YouTube video that is live right now that breaks down how to pass an Apex evaluation in one single trade. Not because you should always pass in one trade, because it teaches you 3 of my main trading strategies you can use to start your trading journey. It also helps you set up your Tradeovate account and gives you live examples of how I plan on passing every single eval. Here's why the video actually matters. The video I created focused on a couple things: waiting for high probability conditions, trading less and not trading more, protecting your drawdown at all costs, and knowing when is the proper time to not trade. But I also show you which account I always trade with and which account you should buy if you're planning on actually starting your journey. This is not a promise in that video, but it is a framework you can follow and use in your trade journaling and your trading sessions and paper trading, all those, to set yourself up for the most success. These 4 tools don't make you profitable. They remove the most common ways traders fail prop firms. And once those are gone, discipline finally has a chance to work, and so does success. Comment tools and I will make a video for each tool to show you how to use them for your success. Now, let me give you some homework. You should be doing this before you even buy your first eval, or if you're someone who's been trying out prop firms, stop buying, maybe even stop trading, and do this first. Before we go any further in the series, I want to give you your first piece of homework. And this part matters more than any trading strategy or anything a guru could promise you. If you're going to trade prop firms, you do not get to be vague about the rules. Most traders don't fail because the rules are unfair. They fail because they don't actually know the rules themselves. Your homework after you watch this video is simple. Go to Apex Trader Funding, the link is right down below in the description, and read every single rule they have. At the bare minimum, you need to fully understand and honestly memorize these 3 articles that are on their website. The first article, evaluation rules. The second article, performance account trading rules. And the third article, PA payout parameters. If you don't know these rules, you're not trading, you're gambling inside a rule-based system. And rule-based systems punish ignorance fast. They don't care if you know them or not, because either way, they're gonna make sure you do. Or you're just gonna be like one of those people on social media who whine when they don't pay you out or they fail you on a combine. Once you've read those 3 articles, I strongly recommend you keep going and read everything. Take notes, jot down the things that are important, and do like the math and the understanding of how you make sure you're following the rules. Even the boring parts. And actually probably especially the boring parts, so they have little details in there you need to be following. Because at the end of the day, prop firms don't care if you meant to follow the rules, they only care if you actually follow the rules. This series of Conquering Prop Firms in 2026 will teach you how to survive prop firms, but knowing the rules is your responsibility. I can help you as much as I can, but you gotta make sure you do the homework and really lock in those rules. If you skip this homework, the rest of the series won't save you at all. Now, it's very important that with prop firms, discipline is so much better than hype and being quick in the market. Here's the biggest lie in prop firm marketing. Anyone can do this. That's not true. Anyone can try to do it, but very few can adapt. As I told you in the stats, only 0.38% of traders are actually successful and consistently profitable. Prop firms provide a crazy life-changing opportunity, like making up to 6 figures a month. Day traders get blinded by the opportunity and assume this is some kind of secret get-rich-quick scheme, and that can't be further from the truth. The truth is, prop firms are a real life-changing opportunity, but it takes a lot of work, It's not easy. You might be able to make it to your first payout, but if you don't take my advice, I guarantee you will fail and lose at this game. If you want to beat prop firms in 2026 and actually change your life, it requires one thing: extreme discipline. And survival is your biggest edge against prop firms. The traders who get payouts aren't smarter, they're calmer, they're more patient, they're willing to sit on their hands. And calm is trainable if you're willing to actually be honest with yourself and trade journal and do the work that's required. This is the first episode of a full Conquering Prop Firms in 2026. In the next video, we're breaking down how to conquer prop firm evaluations with Apex and why most traders do this part all wrong. If you're serious about holding accounts this year and really conquering this opportunity, subscribe and like this video. Oh, and right here is the video on how to pass an eval in one trade. Go ahead, just click on that right there and watch that video.